for Black Friday special event here at QVC. And we have this ingenious device from Drive Medical. It measures and displays not just your heart rate, but also the very important oxygen saturation level. Now, you may say, I don't know why that's important, but we're going to explain exactly why and also explain how knowledge is power. Denise Repko is joining us. She's a wellness expert, and she makes all of these things that maybe can seem a little bit difficult, or why would I need that, or is this difficult, so easy to understand. And Denise, I appreciate that, because I think there's nothing more important than taking care of ourselves first and really prioritizing not just our own health, but also being empowered. And once again, knowledge is power. So first of all, hi, Denise, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
Okay.
No, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and I mean, I think what I really want to know is, I mean, what is the oxygen saturation level? I mean, what is it, and why is it so important for us to know?
Yeah, it's actually what this does. I'll explain what it does and then how it works. It's give it a little squeeze, you put your finger in, press the button. So what it does is there's an infrared beam of light that goes through the tissue in your skin. So it's important not to have any dark nail polish on. Keep your hands clean. And then it determines the amount of red blood cells, or the oxygen passing through the finger, and then the oxygen in the red blood cells that travels to the critical organs within our body, our heart, our lungs, our extremities. Because it's something you can't see visually to know how much oxygen somebody's getting and how much of that's going through the body. That's what this does. Not only does it tell you what your O2 sats are, it also tells you your heart rate or your pulse. So you can know and be proactive just by doing the simple little non-invasive, non-painful device, pushing a button. It's almost instant. And then you can know, because there are numbers and levels that we have been given that we can determine whether or not you're in the good zone, or maybe you should seek medical attention immediately.
And I think there is something also just knowing the baseline of these numbers. And then as you just kind of get to know the baseline, you get more familiar with it. And then if you do see any significant changes, then you think, you know what, I better get this checked out. And once again, that's where that knowledge is power part comes in. So Denise, what is the ideal range? Because I've slipped this on here. And for that oxygen saturation level, I know there are a good range that you should look for.
And you're in a great range, because the normal range, or the average range, is between 95 and 100 for the O2 stats in the body. And then, of course, your pulse rate is anything between 60 to 100. But if you get below that 90 range, you're going to want to seek medical attention immediately. But it's not something you could tell. And I use this for my own father and where my mom and dad live, because my dad tends to get out of breath, just literally moving from one room to the next. So we're very concerned, especially these times, to know, is dad just a little bit breathy because he, walked across the house and that's him? Or is there something a little more, sinister or important going on? And this is something that you can put on any time of the day, any time of the night. It's very quiet. There's no pain. It's just literally you put it on and you push a button. But it constantly calibrates. So it's constantly moving with those numbers. So you know what's going on constantly within your body, that otherwise, just looking, you would not be able to tell what was going on with that person. So again, it's proactive. It's just as important as a blood pressure monitor or a thermometer in your medicine cabinet to know what's happening inside of your body, how much oxygen is being provided to the lungs, to the organs. So really an invaluable tool.
And this comes to us from Drive Medical, a very, very respected leading manufacturer of medical equipment. I mean, their things are even in hospitals and doctor's office. I mean, so this is a trusted brand.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. And they're actually a global provider to hospitals, nursing homes, things like that, for 20 years. So Drive Medical is a name that can be trusted, of course, around the world. Just providing different types of products so that people can take care of themselves, whether it's in their home environment, or certainly they provide, again, to hospitals and nursing centers and rehabilitation facilities, things of that nature. So it's a name you can trust, you can rely on them. They know what they're doing when it comes to these types of medical equipment and devices.
And you're not just, of course, getting the Oximeter, but you're also getting a lanyard too. So if it is something that you'd like to wear around your neck, or even if you'd like to hang somewhere for easy access, you can do that as well. Also just want to give you a kind of the 411, so to speak, on this wonderful sale price, $39.98, just for the peace of mind and for the knowledge of what's going on inside your own body, just to keep tabs on yourself, or maybe to help a loved one. Denise, as you said, you know, keeping tabs on your dad. You're saving about $13 here. Normally you'd be paying $52.75, but here during our special Black Friday event before Black Friday, $8 on those 5 easy pays. And I think, you know, that you certainly can't put a price on investing in one's health. But to be able to give someone the power to do it on their own. I know so many people are afraid to even go to the doctor all the time, but I think there's something, if you feel empowered and you kind of maybe already think, you know, okay, I've been checking and I feel like I have a good sense of what's going on. I think there's also something very empowering in that.
Empowering and peace of mind. Just knowing those numbers, that if you need to make that call, you need to get someone to a medical professional immediately, you've got the numbers right here.
Denise Repko, thank you so much. This is from Drive Medical, your easy, super easy to read, Fingertip Pulse Oximeter, V3 7433, $39.98 on that sale price. We're continuing our cleaning spree here at QVC.